So Billie, why is it so difficult for a contractor to be able to get a mortgage?
So fundamentally, Joe, it's down to the structure of their pay and the lack of understanding that lenders have, whether it's a umbrella, limited, CIS or a fixed term, PAYE. They really just don't get it.
Is it right to say that contractors can't borrow as much money as somebody who's in permanent employment?
No, absolutely not. They can probably borrow a little bit more when it comes to accessing lending. The reason being is that we can utilise their daily or their hourly rate to gross up their pay. Therefore, from a mortgage lending perspective, it's a lot stronger.
And do they have to have been in contract for a certain period of time?
No, absolutely not. We can obtain mortgages for contractors that have been day one of their current contract or even have a new contract lined up. There are different rules for different scenarios, but essentially we should have a solution for most people.
And how about it when it comes to accessing the mortgage rates? Do they get discriminated against and end up paying higher rates?
So there is a real bad misconception in the market that contractors get penalised for being higher risk. This is definitely not the case. We are whole of market. We've got access to lots of different lenders, lots of different rates, including high street. And for contractors, there's absolutely no reason why they should be paying a higher rate.
Okay, so it is really positive news. So let's say a contractor's already got a mortgage and their rate's coming to an end. Is it then going to be more difficult when they come to secure a new rate? So could they end up just going on to a higher deal when their fixed rate ends, for example?
Not if they come to us. We'll always assess what their current lender can offer, compare that to the rest of the market as being a contractor, and we'll give them the honest advice on what we think is best for them.
So if I was sat here as a first time buyer now and I'm a contractor and I've got no clue where to start, how is it that you're going to help me?
So first of all, it's really important to find out where you are in the process. Are you right at the start when you're looking to find a deposit? Because if so, we could give you some guidance on what ISAs would be best for you, lifetime ISAs, if you've got Help to Buy ISA already, etc. Then we can give you a bit of coaching on your credit. So seeing how your credit score looks, making sure that you're putting yourself in the best position to obtain a mortgage first of all. If you're in a position of first time buyer where you're actively looking for properties, that would be the stage where we start potentially looking at agreement of principle for you. So those are things where we start to get to know you, your structure of your pay, who you're working for, what agency, if you're daily, hourly, limited, umbrella, etc. There's loads of potential scenarios. So that's down to us to take all that information, then go and research the market, find out what the best solution would be for you, and come back to you and present an option.
So it's not just about actually getting the mortgage then?
It's the aftercare, so helping you with solicitors, helping you with estate agents if you've got any queries that you're unsure of. Sometimes having that person to bounce these things off is really, really invaluable, especially as a first-time buyer.
When people come to you and they've been told no, why normally is that?
Most of the time, they've been told that they need 2 years accounts or 2 years tax returns, or the broker or the high street lender won't understand the structure of their pay. So sometimes on umbrella pay slips, they can be portrayed slightly differently. So they can have things like a basic pay and then additional pay within the pay slip itself. And that can get a bit confusing when a lender or a broker is trying to understand what that top line of a pay slip is going to look like. A lot of the time they've been told that they need to be trading for 12 months as an umbrella as well, which again is a big misconception. Some lenders out there will require you to trade for 12 months, however, not all. So there are solutions for people. The big one with CIS is that they also need 2 years worth of CIS trading history. Not correct, we can do it after 3 month slips.
So a lot of it is just down to misconception there.
Yeah, complete misconception from the underwriters, from the brokers and from the industry as a whole really. I actually had a customer approach me the other day. So he'd been told no by 3 different brokers and 1 provider. Now if he'd have come to us from the start, we would have made sure that he would have got the correct advice, and it's very likely that we probably would have got a pass straight away. So the message that we're trying to get out there is don't try and do it alone. Come to us from the start and get the right advice.
So how much would we charge a customer then for this upfront sort of service?
Nothing. So our fees aren't applicable until we actually fully apply for a mortgage. So all the initial advice, guidance, the helping hand that we offer is free.
What's been really frustrating throughout our career is coming across contractors that have been told no, they can't get a mortgage, when we know they actually can. And this is because they've either gone direct to a bank or they've spoke to a broker that doesn't specialise in helping contractors, and they've been misinformed that they actually can't get a mortgage. And that means they can't buy their dream home. If you are out there and you have been told no, you can't get a mortgage, please come and speak to us, because we will make it our mission to do everything we can to help you.